Okay, hey guys, I wanted to show you the first 3-star of the war that I just did. You can see the boulder skip over here at the west corner is there to funnel. I want to bring the wrecker right over here by that army camp, and then I want to bring 2 giants over here to distract that archer tower, and then the boulder skip from this corner. I should have just put them right here on the elixir collector. That way it would automatically skip over and taken that out, because I wanted everything with the wrecker and the heroes to go in this section here. And then in the CC, I brought that ELECTRONE strategy. I'm actually using a wrecker here because I wanted to get the heroes in as well. And I'm keeping the warden on grounds because I feel like I'm going to get a ton of value here with that, instead of bringing in a blimp and doing it 2 different ways, bringing a 2 different phases of the attack, taking out a portion of the base with the heroes. You could have done that as well, but I felt like this was the best portion, or the best strategy for this base. So you can see here the boulder skips are going on perfectly. They are going to take down that, and then the giants here, and you can see I didn't angle the boulders well enough, and they're missing that archer tower, which is unfortunate, but I wanted to carve out that section anyway, so they're doing their job. Down goes the wrecker. I kind of wanted it a little further right of the army camp, just so that it would get into this compartment and hopefully into this one as well, but it's okay. Everything's all right. So there we go. We got the heroes down. The king was going to redirect. I wasn't afraid of that because of the queen being there. Clone down, got the loons in there, which is great. I saved a rage because I was bringing the warden, and I wanted that to basically replace a rage, so I can use the rage at an important part in the La Lune portion. You can see here the destruction. I mean, I'm going to get 40% just on that alone. And obviously, because this is a fresh hit, I had to make sure the 2-star was done. So I'm going to path. You can see here, I'm going to pause it for the, I've dropped the hounds, but the queen's going to come down here, which is great. I was kind of not anticipating that, but it makes sense when I didn't take out that archer tower, so it actually worked out really great. I brought a couple loons here to make sure these 2 defenses are taken care of. That way the hounds, when I path them, and the loons here at 11 down into this section here will path perfectly, and I don't have to worry about them veering off into these 2 defenses. Queen's going to take out this wizard tower. I think she's going to take down the archer tower. I'm not sure. But no, I don't believe she does. But she does take out the wizard tower, which is just great because I wanted the loons to end up there. So at 6 o'clock, that's where I wanted the raid to end. So as you can see, I carved out a great pathway here with the hounds, and the loons going to be coming in at 11. And then I'm going to bring in the other La Lune portion here from let's say, I think about 1:30 to 3 o'clock, and then with the hound, and then I'm going to bring in some funneling loons here at this corner. I missed this this mortar, so things were a little delayed. I definitely wanted to drop them there. I must just not touch the screen correctly, but that was kind of the pass. So that way, everything that this main group coming in from 11 and at 2 o'clock, they will stay together, and I'll be able to rage them up over that air defense. So let's see how this plays out. 2-finger drop there. Haste them in there and by that mortar, so all those loons come in quickly. And then the other portion right there, and then there goes 1 hound. So as you can see here, I just must not have hit the screen correctly. I wanted a 2-finger drop to hit that mortar, so everything kind of delays a little bit. But the rage is good right there where I need it to be. We got the last haste coming into the I could actually drop the haste more towards the eagle here, but it worked out, as you can tell, fine. It was a little delay. They had to go backwards, so that's never good in a La Lune raid, but the loons get the last air defense before the eagle can kill too many of them. And as you can see, I got a ton of loons left. At least 8 in this little area, and then 2 or 3 in this. So I'm thinking about 10, maybe 11 loons were kept up, and obviously the minions for cleanup and the pups help a lot. And this little troll Tesla, I think, is like a level 1 or 2. All right, so yeah, so we took care of this base. So what I'm going to do is get into another war tag, and hopefully I could 3 that and come back and show you. The plan here basically is to take the blimp over this army camp and get it into this section where the queen is, the Inferno and get a air defense and hopefully the Eagle. You'll see here that I didn't get as much value as I was hoping, but I did get enough to create a nice pathway. And you'll see here I brought 2 Rages instead because I don't know. I felt like in these areas where I was going to come in with the Laloon, because I was going to come in here at 12-1 and down to 3 and kind of path it in there, and then bring some funneling loons here for the cannon and archer tower section here by this cannon. I just felt like the Rages were going to be more of a value for that. I was going to be able to clump them all together really good, and it should plow through the base. I did make a mistake here. I had 2 builder huts, and I did not see them. I don't know why I was not looking at that, but I didn't bring an archer for each one of those. And as you can see, 2 minutes and 24 seconds, it was crushed pretty quickly. But I wanted to show you how powerful this Electrone strategy is. So a test loon there to see if I can grab a sinking air mine and distract that wizard for just a second if possible. And then a pre-rage coming down here right in the section in which I wanted to get it in. And then I cloned the E-Drag, and I actually got a loons in there as well. Looks like actually all the loons were cloned, which isn't bad because that's kind of what I was hoping for. I was trying to get 1 E-Drag and the loons, but it didn't work out that way. But I did get the CC lured, had the witches in there. So what I wanted to do was bring the king and the queen over by this army camp, bring them out. But it looks like it was just the skeletons left. The splash damage of loons collapsing and the E-Drag took care of that witch. So you'll see here that take care of that. And I'm hoping that the king and queen can get some exterior defenses over in this area so that the loons will not end up there at the end. They'll come down here at 6. So you can see I actually spam my loons first to allow those hounds to take less damage at first because I saw that single Inferno. And I'll pause it here. So you can see here I have a huge clump of loons here by that archer tower. So that's the main portion. So I wanted that. And then this part right over here at about 3 o'clock here at the east to clump up with them into this air defense. So I wanted those 2 groups to be raged up. And then these loons down here at 4 o'clock, they were basically the funnel loons so that they would cut out these defenses on the edges so that the rest of the loons can just path right through there and raged up, and they should crush it. So let's keep going. So rage right there, and then rage right over that other one that are single or the air defense. And the warden ability was great. And you can see here now, the only thing that I left was that eagle, which is okay. I mean, I wanted to kill that with the E-Drag, but I didn't want to go away from the plan because I felt like I still had good value. The queen here is still alive, so that's great. You can see air mine pop. Boom, nice, perfect to help with the cleanup. And the pups collapsing. I mean, you can see here, I just flooded this base with loons. It was just great pathing for them. I was able to cut out a huge section so that that way they path all together in a big, huge group, 2 groups, and rage them up, and we should be able to take down the base when you do that. And I did, so now you can see a good 3-star here against their 9. All right, so there's a 3. I'll jump into the next attack. Yeah, this is a good example. So me being the number 2 guy and almost maxed heroes, I 98% 2-starred this base, and I was frustrated and I wanted to 3 it with Sumo Udo. Yes, I have 3 Town Hall 12s. I'll show you how I did it. I'm creating a funnel over here with the bowlers and taking 2 loons here with a wizard to carve out a section so that the record can come in here by the spell factory here, but I actually drop it over here by the builder hut like a dope. But so the wizard's clearing that out, which is great over there, and the bowler skips and everything out here. So yeah, it was off a little bit, but actually it was fine because the same ideas apply. I wanted to drop the king, queen, and the warden actually wrecker in here with the electron. Glad I busted through that wall. I rage here. I clone. And I got the E-Drags. I actually wanted to get the Loons because of all those defensive values in there, but it worked out either way. I knew they were going to come in here really good. I should have used the Warden right there, but I did not. But you can see here that I'm getting so much value. I use him right when the King's raged up. It was good because he's got an extra bomb there, but it saved the E-Drag's life a little bit longer. But here, I'm getting tons of value. I'm going to get the Eagle as well. That was the kind of the plan, is to get down in this little area here. So the Queen takes care of that Expo. And then right here, I'm going to start my Lalube portion. And what I should have done is come over here by, what is this, 9 o'clock here. We're in the west. And because of these 2 Wizard Towers, they're a huge problem. I did not take care of them. I came over here instead, and you'll see a couple loons, get the Hound in there, and I wasted a haste. And I didn't need to haste down here. I did not need to haste this area, and I did. I did not need to haste this double cannon, and I did. I should have hasted right in here with this Inferno, and then over here by the air defense, and then over here by the Wizard Towers. And you'll see here why I run out of time. I'll 2-speed this. I run out of time. Actually, no, I do not run out of time. I apologize. I actually, the Wizard Towers kill me. Well, this thing right here, the gosh darn Town Hall, even though it's a level 3, it did a lot of stuff to my loons. And you can see here, my loons are getting blasted, and they die out. I knew right then and there I made the mistake, and I should have came in the other way. I don't know why I didn't see that. With Sumo Udo here. So I had the same approach, same idea, but you can see here, I have a blimp. I asked for a maxi wrecker, and I got one, but because of the new change, I must have used my own blimp in a raid. I think I did it on a goblin map or something just to get rid of it kind of deal. And it switches to the last thing you use, right? So I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do here? So stick to the plan kind of deal and come in the same path with the blimp, and take the heroes in here, and hopefully they go into that same canal. But of course I'm early, and that elixir collector here is going to move them over there, well, at least the King, and that causes problems. So yeah, he doesn't redirect. But the Queen does, which is great. But there I did clone the loons. I did an early clone. I wanted the loons, and you can see why. They get so much value. It actually takes out that Wizard Tower up there. That's great. The Queen's, killing off some skellies and the witches. E-Drag does the business. But I'm getting pretty much the same value, but maybe not as much. 1, because the heroes didn't go in that canal. But 2, the wrecker would have definitely helped that. But you can see here, I do my loon portion. I don't know why I dropped my loons there. That was kind of silly. But this is much better, and you'll see. Hasted in there against that Wizard Tower because it's going to turn around and kill my loons. And then over by the Town Hall, and then over here at 12 o'clock, another Hound. And then I am being smart with my haste. Now I'm hasting into things that could really hurt my loons in a proper way. So even though I had a blimp instead of a wrecker, and I just adjusted beautifully here, I did okay. Everything went really good. And there you go, haste in there, and I still had a freeze, so I was just going to save it here for the Tesla farm with next to the Expo and let them take care of business here. So just a kind of an adjustment on the fly there. I wanted to show that, and I still got, I think, 1 Hound, 2 Hound, 1 Hound. So much better. I did not recognize that when I scouted this. I didn't see the 2 Wizard Towers and the value there, the start of the Laloon portion. That would have been way, way better. Way better. So obviously felt really good about that. Contributed well. Great team win, guys. Really clutch at the end. Good job. Till next time, guys. Hope you enjoy this. Have a great day. Take care.